So today we're going to be dealing with the seat on my electric lawn tractor. Now originally I was going to just have it sitting there and done, but the thing is, that's kind of low, it's not connected to anything, which it'd be okay, but I also thought it would be nice if I were to put a battery underneath this seat, because that would also help me have more weight for traction, because I'm not too heavy, and that would also allow me to have a power battery. So I could have that to run things other than the motor. Like for instance, I could run an inverter, so I could run like an electric chainsaw or something, or I could run a 12-volt compressor unit to have air pressure to run pneumatic pistons for like a bucket lift on the front or something like that. So now we're going to try and figure out how to mount this seat above the battery so there's enough room to have the battery there and also enough room to take the battery out, hopefully. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to put a piece of metal across here for these little feet to sit on whenever I'm sitting down. Basically like that. And for the front, I'm going to take these washers and I will put them underneath these two bolts. Then I'll weld something in between the two washers and then weld two little legs coming out from the washers. And then I'll weld that to here. So these washers will actually become part of the bracket that I'm going to build that'll mount these two bolts to these. So now comes the part of actually hooking it to the chassis of the lawn tractor, and that should be pretty easily actually. And I don't have to worry about too much of getting this even, because this back part is spring loaded, so it'll even itself out. I mean, I will try to make it even, but if I mess up, whatever. You know, that is a bit too high for my taste. Perhaps I should get rid of the springy bit so to drop it down about 2 inches, because that did turn out pretty level. Well, check this out. This unbolts. I wonder if I were just to connect this to here, actually this way. I wonder if I could just have this unboltable and only have it hooked in the back, and then maybe just run a strut here and have something coming up here for the seat to hit down on. But that would give more than enough room to take the battery in and out once I unbolted it. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That might be enough to hold the seat by itself. I don't know. Only one way to find out. And there we have it. Pretty awesome. It could use some more reinforcement, but oh well. And the battery fits nicely underneath it. Now what we have to do is put the batteries into it to give it a test drive. I'm just going to whip up a quick little knife switch for my lawn tractor because I'm tired of keep burning up my switches. That other knife switch I had works good, but I don't want to keep that outside. So, first thing I need is a hinge. I'll rip one of those off then. Okay, so we got the hinge on here now. We want a spring underneath it, so I'll weld that to the hinge so it doesn't move around. And for the lever, I'm going to use this old screwdriver. So it'll be spring-loaded, so whenever I push it down, it'll activate, and when I let it up, it'll turn off. And for the contactor, we'll be using this motor brush. So this works pretty good. I added another screw to make sure the spring doesn't move. So now a question is how to hook this onto here. So whenever it connects, it goes like that. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill either probably 4 holes through this, so then I can put a piece of wire through there or zip tie it onto there. I think that'd be a good way to connect it. And there's the switch. Let's test it out. 5 batteries to get 60 volts. And the switch. It sparks a little bit sometimes. But not very much at all. So let's take it for a spin. got some broken welds. I'm pretty happy with that, other than the fact that the batteries are seeming pretty weak. That's kind of odd. I wonder if I hooked one up backwards on accident. Oh well. But as for the switch is working pretty good. And it doesn't seem to really care about all the amps compared to the other switches I've tried. The seat broke once, but I got it fixed. I'll definitely add a bracing up here for it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!